Welcome to the Twin Flame 1111 portal, everybody. I'm Lacey,
I'm Josh.
and we're going to be pulling cards from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and Josh is going to be pulling cards from the Messenger Oracle by Raven Felon. And we're just going to keep pulling cards for you guys on today's portal, which is turning into like the Twin Flame holiday. The portal brings with it some energies that are opening. Saturn is going to be going direct soon. So there's like a lot of charged energy moving through the Twin Flame Collective right now. A lot of changes coming for you. We're changing seasons. It's getting colder for the Northern Hemisphere and warmer for the Southern Hemisphere. And so there's just a lot of change going on. And that's a good thing for you, Twin Flames. That's a really good thing. You want change. Don't be afraid of change. Change is always in your benefit. You're never going to go backwards. You're only going to go forwards. Okay, so my cards are all shuffled. I'm going to be using these, and Josh is going to be using those.
Yep.
Yours are all shuffled?
Yeah, they're
You came
shuffled.
prepared?
Yeah, here we'll even cut the deck.
Okay. All right. So, we're going to each pull a card and talk about the energy. So the first card I'm pulling, ooh, how opportune is that for Twin Flames? You have card number 2. This is the 2 of air. And basically it's a balancing card. I don't know if you can see the scales here. We're just coming out of Libra season, balancing your energy. There is really no bad. There's only good, but there's positive and light attributes to things and shadow attributes to things. And so it's really a time for you to realize that with your twin flame, you're in harmony, you're balanced with your twin flame, not separate from them. So that's going to come into play. Let's see if we can get some more details on that with Josh's card.
Need and necessity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, we got some more black and
oh
white
my gosh. Yeah, look at that.
Some nice synchronicity going on here. Kind of like the hat this woman's got on. She's got a little bald eagle cap. Need and necessity. We're going to consult the oracle on this one. So after consulting the oracle, the big takeaway from this card is ask yourself, is there a genuine need to act? Is change necessary for your continued well-being and happiness? Well, I mean, this is a lot of yin and yang energy on the first two cards. It's saying with creation comes destruction, with happiness comes sadness. You know, you won't ever understand what true happiness is unless you've been truly sad before. So it's just telling you to appreciate the balance. Like being on Earth, you get to have a night and a day, but at the same time you're experiencing day. Somebody else is experiencing night. So, you know, it's just kind of live within your own truth and don't take it personally.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I know that there's a lot of black and white going on, but so what do black and white make? Gray. And it's really inviting you to let go of how you think things should be with your twin flame and realize that all that glitters isn't gold and all clouds have a silver lining, right? So that means that what you think is bad might not necessarily be bad right now for you. And then vice versa. Something that looks pleasant on the outside might not be good for you. So, yeah, look in the shades of gray and maybe don't be so hard on yourself as well. That's kind of a message that's coming out, I feel. All right. Let us get these more in focus. Okay, good. Let's draw our next cards. So we have card number 3, and that's the 3 of earth. And so this card, you've got like a tiefling or like a pan kind of person planting little seeds. The squirrel's helping him. And there's some large flowers next to him. So that really is talking about how when you plant a seed of a large plant, it's going to start off small. And you're going to see people around you looking like they're moving ahead. Don't pay attention to your neighbor and how what their pace is and whether they have what you think you want now or not. Just focus on planting those seeds and nourishing the soil that you plant them in, meaning do your inner work, focus on yourself, look at your own personal best and not use other people as a comparison. I'm going to go to the next one.
Yeah, let's see what we got right here. Embrace the dark. A lot of dark aspects in this reading, but that's when you sleep. That's when you get your rest. So I think what it's telling you is, more than anything, it's time for some rest and some rejuvenation. So, whenever you plant a seed in the ground, it doesn't immediately grow. It takes some time. And while you're planting these seeds, you're making these small changes in your life. You should probably take that time to rest and let your crop kind of grow itself up, right? Invest in the right avenues in your life. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah. And also, it's maybe talking about the shadow, like go into the shadow. A lot of us on the twin flame journey have planted these seeds in the dark soil, right? Like we're going and we're doing inner work, and the roots are getting very, very deep. And we see all of our friends over here in their little, this person's married and that person's married and this person has a kid, and we look at that and we're like, oh, I'm just a small seed growing in this darkness over here. I'm just doing my inner work and shadow work, but everybody else is getting their 2 kids in a garage kind of thing. But you have no idea what kind of seed this is. If it's your twin flame union that you're working on right now through doing inner work, you've planted a giant sequoia. You've planted like a very large tree. So don't compare yourself to the little short little things that other people have. Maybe they're content with those things, but you are really working on like the Taj Mahal of all relationships, your twin flame in harmonious union. All right. And we've got yes, so we've got the 10 of air, and this is a person going through a gateway or portal. Just like today, you're being given a choice to choose fear and separation, or choose to compare yourself to other people, or to pass through this gateway. What do you have in your cards?
Calm in the storm. Need a necessity. Embrace the dark. Calm in the storm. Transcending. Going through a portal.
Yeah, like I get like maybe there's something going on in your life, you who are watching this, that like looks like something's falling apart, but that doesn't affect you. That doesn't affect you at all. Like you're going to make it through. It's like a lot of noise on the outside, and you're going to just pass through the eye of the needle. What do you think?
Yeah, that's kind of what it's saying. It's like your challenges essentially make you, right? So when you come across a hard challenge, which you inevitably will, you're going to overcome that challenge, and then what's next? Something has to be significantly more difficult to kind of be a storm in your eyes. So you're learning to weather the storms, not so much just being calm, but to overcome the odds and recover from it and still be prosperous.
I love that. All right. We have the seneschal. The seneschal. That's the, what is this? 12 of earth. And the seneschal is like a person who is like your knight, or your trusted advisor, right? Like if you've ever watched Game of Thrones, this is like the hand, right? The hand of the throne, the hand to the king. The in the United States, we have like the president's cabinet, right? Like this seneschal would be part of that. So there's a person in your life that you need to be mindful of. So this person is either like a coach, or it's somebody in your life, and it could go either way. It's like this card is telling you, listen to this person. The dog underneath, dogs represent loyalty. This person you need to look at, and are they loyal to you and your harmonious union, or are they loyal to some other thought pattern or belief system where they're trying to just get something for themselves, right? Like if you want your harmonious twin flame union, look to those who have what you desire, right? Look to those who are real twin flames, who are together in harmony, or on the path and know how to help you, versus you're not going to go to a donut shop to try to order a steak, right? If you want a steak, you go to a place, someone that knows how to cook steaks. So don't look at who you put in this position. This is just a counsel for you to look at who you're choosing to counsel you. like put the right person in that seat. What do you have on your end?
Know you belong. Okay.
Oh.
Well, that card's pretty easy. There's not really a whole lot to say about that one. Pretty nice artwork, though. It's just you're where you need to be right now, and you should be content with that. Be willing to strive for more, but be content where you're at. You know where you're supposed to be. You found your place that you belong, you're joining the right community. You're engaging yourself with the right friends, right? Just a lot of this is a lot of disarray and recovery and kind of come to terms with life as it is. And this is like, no, you belong in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's difficult sometimes. Sometimes it sucks, but you know.
Yeah, like maybe you've had a period of time when you're like, I wish I was living on another planet or something, or living in a different time period. Lots of escapism, when people feel like they're alone or feel like they couldn't, surmount their challenges, like you do belong here. And there are people that know exactly how you feel and know exactly how to get through what you're working through. You're not alone. Let's do a couple more. Oh, nice. Okay, so we got the 5 of water. This is the 5 of cups energy. Basically, the water suit in this deck is like cups. This is inviting you to go deeper in your feelings and feel your feelings. And you're not an outcast because you are feeling more emotional and more sensitive right now. On the twin flame journey, yes, like twin flames who are waking up to their twin flame journey typically start feeling more. They start basically being in their feelings, like they're able to live in their feelings and feel their feelings because that's the path. And there's a specific exercise called the mirror exercise where you don't just sit and wallow in the grief or the pain or have an active pain body all the time hanging out. The mirror exercise helps you to transmute this, but you've got to feel your feelings first to get there.
Nurture all you love. Okay, so this is telling you to take care of your legacy. The things you create in this life are done with all of your actions. Every little thing you do affects every other person, so you need to be significant and mindful with all that you choose to love, which should just about be everything. You can love somebody but not respect the path that they're walking. You can love somebody and realize there's not right for you, but this is just telling you that
Yeah, it's like, look at how these two figures in both those cards are both postured. Like, very similar energy, like looking within and really like realizing that you are that pearl in that dragon.
yeah, and if you got to build an empire, you might as well love it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I feel like one more, and I haven't felt like we've got there yet. We got, that would be, is that 15? What is that?
That's 11.
20?
That's 21.
21. Oh, is that a period? Yeah, XXI. I thought it was an XXL. I was like, what is that? Perception. This is a really powerful card, and this is in the major arcana section of this deck. So this is about how powerful you are in your mind. Watch your thoughts. Like, your thoughts are very powerful. Your conscious thoughts, what you know you're aware of, and your subconscious thoughts, what you don't know you're thinking, like underneath, that is shaping your worldview, and your worldview is literally creating your reality. A lot of people think that, they're like a leaf on a river that's getting like, tumbled around by the waves. But the truth is you are creating this reality by what you're choosing to think and believe about yourself on the inside. If you have an idea, my life sucks, my life's miserable, well, you're gonna attract more misery in your life because that's what you're running on this movie theater reel that's being projected into life. If you think, I'm wealthy, I'm loving, I'm a very loving person, I have a lot to give, I'm an overflowing fount of knowledge and information and love and care, then you're going to keep getting filled up with love and overflow into the world. If you think to yourself, oh, I could never be in harmony with my twin flame, oh, my twin flame would never want me, or I'm not lovable, Well, that's going to come true. But what's going to happen if you think what you want to think, or if you start to believe what is true about your life? What's going to happen if you change your perception? So be careful that you're not listening to the voice of ego or fear or separation, and that you put the voice of love on that throne in your mind, right? If you hear a thought of war come, counteract that thought with an even stronger thought of peace.
Surrender to the flow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this goes hand in hand with perception. Like, what you perceive is what you believe, or vice versa. So it's really telling you to pick a direction that you want to go in and align yourself with reaching that end goal, right? You don't really have to fight the process. It's not like you're fighting a bunch of enemies. You're just kind of in a rough and tumble with yourself at this point. And once you get out of your own way, you kind of just naturally flow towards where you're supposed to be. And if you get to dictate where you're supposed to be at, then you always end up exactly where you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Also, if some of you might have ladybugs come up in your reality, ladybugs are a sign of fortune. Like they're a sign of great abundance. You could look it up. But yeah, ladybugs, if you ever see one like randomly in a place where they're not supposed to be, like just know that you have good luck and good fortune. How are you feeling?
I feel like that's pretty complete.
Feels complete? Good. Well, we hope that this reading brought you a lot of clarity and good feelings. Read between the lines. You might want to watch the reading again, because there are certain moments where, like, something that Josh or I say, because we're channeling things for you, it may jump out at you. So you're welcome to watch this reading again. I hope you have a great 11/11 portal, and many blessings to you. We'll see you in our next video.
Yep, see you.
Bye bye.